Alright, I think we're doing just fine. Okay, here we go. Alright, so welcome back. I am recording this as a precursor to the footage that you're about to see. This footage is one that I recorded last night, and I tried to edit it and put it together to make a quick video to put out onto the YouTube channel. It's about Alderaan. I don't have my face cam this time because I'm getting ready to pack up and I'm getting ready to move. As you can see behind me, I've got suitcases here everywhere, and I've got stuff to get rid of. So boxes right there, everything like that. So and I'll be going back to the States and hopefully putting some content as I go. So bear with me on that. The footage that you're about to see is Alderaan. We go through it, and I'll talk about it in the video. We start off with the heroic missions, like we do every time. We do all the heroic missions, died a couple times, and then went back to it. It's sped up because I am sure you don't want to see an hour's worth of content of just me walking around and fighting people. So I sped it up, cut some parts out, and made it so that it would be much better for you to see. And I put music behind it so that it's not silent. And then I have a voiceover when we do the dialogue parts, and then the rest of the time, pretty much self-explanatory. I choose all the choices that you see, and we get the mission done. Alderaan is one of the pretty simple planets, pretty straightforward. You go, you meet with SWTOR, and then after you meet with him, you go and you try to be a delegate of the Peace Summit. Sidoni interrupts, who's the Jedi Master, and she says the darkness is coming, like we've seen with all of the other Jedi, and we have to help save it, and we do eventually, and then we go back to the ship, and we get our rewards. 4 missions, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to pay attention to the streams. I'll put it in a playlist, and I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Okay, so I am back. I'm gonna do a voiceover to talk about some of the things that we're doing on Alderaan because I couldn't record it on the stream. I am packing up my stuff. I'm just heading to Alderaan here in the background. I am packing up my stuff to move back to the US, so unfortunately I can't stream anymore. So as I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit about Alderaan. It is famous for 2 things. It is famous for the House Organa, which we know from Star Wars lore, where Princess Leia was after she was born, and Bail Organa was the leader. That is her adopted dad from Star Wars lore. In Star Wars The Old Republic and in Knights of the Old Republic, Alderaan is a Republic capital world, and it houses House Organa, House Taral, House Rist, House Ugo, and House Thul. That is the other one. These 6 or 7 houses that I've mentioned are all at war with each other. Some of them have formed alliances, and some of them have not. I'm accepting a mission here. We're seeing Master Sio Bakarn. I don't know his name, honestly. He is giving us intel on the Jedi Master, Sidoni, and she is affecting the war effort on Alderaan because of this plague that we've seen for the past 3 masters and for the master's daughter on the ship from Nar Shaddaa. After we cleanse the masters, this is the last one before we have to go back to Tython, and then we have to go and meet Lord Vivicar. I'm just accepting the mission. I went back to my ship accidentally because I went to Alderaan first, as you saw, and I'm going back to my ship just to receive the mission, and then I'm going back to Alderaan. Once I'm on Alderaan, I do heroic missions, which I believe everyone should do. I believe that if you're watching this video and you know how to do the heroic missions from the live streams in the playlist, and that means that you know how to do all of these ones from here. I'm taking a pause here and there so that I know what to do and how to do it. My fingers were hurting because I was already recording some previous stuff. And we are on Alderaan. We come out of our hangar and we're walking around and we see a bunch of Alderaan passengers and we see a bunch of different types of people, a bunch of civilians. We can choose to accept the side quest, but instead I'm going to do the heroic missions. We gain 3 levels from just entering this part, level 41, accepting the heroic missions, doing all of the heroic missions, which may take some time, and then we go and we do some more dialogue and we see some more things and we help different people while we do the heroic missions. On Alderaan, the graphics are so beautiful. I just had to take a moment to look with my eyes to see, because Miraluka, they're blind, so I just had to take a look to see how beautiful the graphics are. And I got stuck with fighting these Kaliks. They're bug warriors, similar to Geonosians, but they're only found on Alderaan. I use my abilities in tandem. It may look like a lot on the screen, but really if you know what you're doing, and you've seen the stuff that I've been doing, then you know it's going to be pretty simple. I've encountered some boss fights before, but Kaliks are very hard to destroy and I eventually die. Luckily, I can respawn several times and I was able to have the cooldown refresh to be able to come back and fight again. It took me a minute, but I eventually beat all of the heroic missions. I'm just going through the list right now, going one by one to try and complete the heroic missions. As I'm completing them, you'll notice on the top right hand side of the screen that there are quick shuttles that you can take to different heroic sections. Once you complete a heroic mission, you get the reward in a box, and then you're able, if you collect all of the heroic missions, you're able to quick travel to all of those other locations to complete the mission. I was lucky enough because several of the missions are in the same area. This one, just killing Kalik warriors. The next one, inside the little green arrow on the map where it shows the green arrow looks like you're going through a door. You have to go through a cave complex to find different tech fragments that are scattered throughout the cave. Over here, I destroy the nest that prevents the Kalik's warriors from spawning again. It actually does help, but they spawn at their designated locations anyway. It's okay though, because I had to free organic captives, and I was like, you know what, it's time to test what other Jedi Sentinel abilities that I have, so I'm using a combination of a bunch of these abilities. Once I'm finished with these abilities, and once I eventually kill this warrior, the captive waves his hand, thanks you, and leaves. I have to do this 4 times. However, the captives are scattered throughout the map, and I have to go and fight these warriors, sometimes fight 2 warriors at a time, to free the captives. I eventually complete all of those, and the missions go as a success. In some cases, I eventually ignore some of the Kalik warriors to try and collapse the caves where they're coming from, like this. Simply throwing a grenade and watching it explode. After that, I notice that there is an organic captive on the left-hand side, and then I choose to ignore it because I need to go and find the other captives first before I can find that one. I know where one is. So far I've killed one, and then I get ambushed here. I use an AoE ability to damage all enemies. My speech is not working today. I use an AoE ability to damage all enemies in a certain radius. I jump and smash down, just like this. With a Sentinel and all of the abilities, really all of the classes have an AoE ability. In case people don't know what I'm talking about, AoE stands for Area of Effect, AoE. After killing those enemies, I come here and I defeat another master, a Kalik Sage master. And then I free this captive, knowing that there's the other captive still available. I eventually get lost, don't know where the other captive is, and then eventually find it again. I'm super excited to level up to try to get to level 50 because then I can use my lightsabers to throw them. Right now, we're just sticking with 41, eventually going to 42. Because I'm a subscriber, I get rested XP, so it makes it a whole lot better. I'm not going to talk anymore because the missions are self-explanatory. I'm going to let you enjoy them, watch them, and then we'll come back when it's the actual story missions. Enjoy.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Boy. Day we hustle, but the night boys by my side. OG boy. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Boy. Day we hustle, but OG boy. Know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly.
Okay, so now that we're back from this and we're doing our heroic missions, our story missions, we have leveled up a little bit and we're talking with an Organa representative to try to get into the summit to meet with the Jedi Master. We find out that she is leading, the Jedi Master is leading the summit for a peace delegation summit for the local civil war on Alderaan. We have some dialogue, some conversations, and to inform the representatives that we need to get to Master Sidoni right away because she is ill. They say, okay, you have to do some things to prove your worth. One of them is to go to House Regal, I think, is what it's called. I can't remember what the name is, but it's Regal, something like that. And you have to convince the daughter and the son to form a marriage alliance so that way you can be their delegate. We have a conversation with Master Sidoni herself. She says that she's too busy to answer our questions, so we have to do it a little bit differently. We have to do it a hard way, and that's why we said previously that we're gonna go and do the marriage alliance. Once we're done with that, we will do some missions to help cover for the project that they're working on with the marriage alliance. And once we're finished with the marriage alliance, then we can go and do the we can go and finish the project and finish everything. I have to speed up the video because the dialogue takes too long, but if you want to, you can slow it down on YouTube to see if it's if you missed something. Okay, we're back again. We just traveled to the different areas. We're just gonna fight here, kill some guards, kill all who advance from the green characters. We're just gonna kill the red characters, just like you've seen in the live streams. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna kill all of the enemies. They come in waves, so it's not really important enough, but I wanted to show you what it would look like, and then I'm gonna stop talking and let the actual gameplay happen.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Alright, here we are back from all of the fighting and everything, and we're talking with the representative. We find out that after we talk with the bounty hunter and get him to convince us to convince him to join our side, the marriage groom has been kidnapped. So now we have to go and rescue him. And it will take a long time, so bear with me as I choose the dialogue options and then go and rescue him.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but OG boy. Know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but OG boy. Know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle.